I'm Andrew Voss. It's great to have you here with us at LEIGH Sports Village as we welcome you to tonight's clash between the Leopards and the Knights. We're high in the grandstands to watch this one, and alongside me is Cameron Smith. Cameron, there's been some classic matches between these two clubs over the years.
Good to be here, Bossy. I've enjoyed the build-up to this match all week. These sides have that ability to turn a game on its head when they get going with the football. But both teams will also need to be on their toes in defence. I have a feeling the crowd is in for a real treat here.
Yep, been quite a build-up to this game. It could be a fiery opening to this one. We're all ready. We are underway. Griffin marks the ball. Dragged out.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Harris sends it back inside. Hill called by the ref. And there is the second tackle. This time it's a short pass. They scramble to get possession. Halted by the defence. That's the first of 6. Plays it 15 metres out. Driven back. Grabbed by the defence. Second of 6 tackles there. Plays it. Dummy half run here. Finds support. Breaks through. He's clear of another. He'll be black and blue after that tackle. Plays the ball. They drive him back. They pick him up like they're throwing out the trash. Plays the ball a couple out. Close to the line, but players to beat. Gets to dummy half. He has saved the day. They can hand it over because that's the 6 tackles up. At dummy half, feeds it on. Tries a back pass inside. And he'll be forced to play it.
Beautiful.
Looks and turns the ball inside. Ball and all tackle.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Vaughan. The Knights throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through. He's halfway through this set, and he's blocked by the defence.
Red zone. They need to take some big runs and get out of there.
The Knights unable to break through. They're making heavy weather of this set. Comes up with a play the ball. Hingano kicks. Armstrong on the bounce has the ball. Wrapped up, no way through.
Chasing together. That's what we like to see.
Has a look and flicks it inside. Passes short. They force him back.
Second tackle.
He's taken there in that tackle. Moves it on. Rounded up by the defence.
A line of defence on that chase. Well done.
That's a clever pass. The Knights not able to break through the strong defence.
Bang! What a tackle.
He's shut down there by the defence. Still a couple of tackles left here. Plays the ball 30 metres out from the line. Unable to break through. Play the ball now. Lovely pass. Hunts. Over the sideline it goes. Ipapi with a tap from the 20.
The crowd senses the big opportunity at hand. The excitement is rising.
He puts on the bear hug in that tackle. You can mark that one as the 0 tackle. They're closing in. Well, he's produced a grubber kick. Captured by the defence. That's the first. Lamb.
Well done.
Brand.
Nice pass.
Forced backwards. And he stopped in that one. Ipapi out of dummy half. Batters his way through that tackle. Brought down on halfway. Plays it on the halfway. That is a pass, Cameron. Powering his way through the defence. 2 defenders put an end to his run. It's wave after wave of attack. Ipapi goes himself. Lays it off. Martin puts him away.
Definitely an opportunity there.
And with that kick, they pull to the front.
The Leopards will be happy to hit the lead here. It's probably settled a few early nerves.
Goes deep with the kick-off. Cook takes it on the full. Driven back. And down he goes. That's the first tackle. Shovels it wide. Finds support inside. Right on defence. That's 2. Ipapi looking to make good ground out of dummy half. Knock on. He'll be absolutely furious with himself there, and rightly so. Here's the scrum. Passes inside. That's a good ball and all tackle. First tackle. Ingano. Thompson. Crashes to the ground. Quick with the pass. Wrapped up on the 20-metre line. Halfway through the count. Gets the ball. Chasing well. Referee calls help. Strong defence here. Works it on. Passes. Nice defence there. Sends that pass out. Puts up the bomb. Don't worry about pressure. He never took his eyes off the ball. That is the perfect kick to the in goal. They'll get another set of 6. That's good positional play to take the kick. Gathered in the tackle. First tackle there. Gives it on. A snappy pass. front on. Flicks the ball inside. Cut out ball. Overpowered by the defence.
Absolutely no way through there.
Turns it inside. Play the ball on the 30-metre line. Fires out a pass. Shovels it on. Referee shouting hell. Has a look and passes long. Ooh, that hurts. Knock on. Wonderful tackle. Scrum backs down. With a quick pass. Brings it up.
Look at him. Down to a jog. Doing it easy.
Wrapped up like a sausage. Ipapi dashes out of dummy half. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. He plays the ball on halfway. Plays it on the halfway line. Snappy pass. Contained in the tackle. On tackle 2. Slips in the short one. Va'a.
Held there. 4th tackle. Held. Tackle 5.
Delivers a long ball. Tries his luck with a kick. And finds open space. They'll have to chase it down. That's a good kick right there. Right in position to field the kick. Now 40 metres away. He plays the ball. Tries the inside pass. Dragged down. Second tackle there. Feeds the short ball. Lapped up on the 40-metre line. 3 is the call. Hingano. Galliano. Halted by the defence. Ref says 4, with a little bullet pass. I reckon that's play on.
Dear, oh dear.
Held call by the ref on tackle 1. Plays it, cutting at his teammates. They drive him back. Contained by the defence.
Had absolutely nowhere to go there.
Plays the ball. Grabbed by the defence. That's the 3rd. Armstrong has a look and then runs from dummy half. New. Look out. He's through the line.
Tackle 4.
Gets to dummy half. Keeps testing the defence with a short pass. Keeps it low with a grubber kick. No excuse for that knock on.
Put that down as an incomplete set.
Referee says, fellas, we'll have a scrum. Sends it back inside. Driven back. Ball and all tackle. On tackle number 1. And dummy half. Putting up a chase. Flicks a short pass. And he'll be forced to play it. And that's the 2nd. Looks and turns the ball inside. Feeds it on. The Leopards unable to break through. That is tackle number 3. Comes up with a play the ball. Off Angawi. Lamb. Forced backwards. Wrapped up. They haven't been able to make much ground here. Shut down. That's good defence there. Hardly his best moment in the game, that pass. Kick along the ground. It's the grubber. Here's the grubber kick a try. It's hard to win a footy game losing a ball like that.
Oh, dear, oh dear.
He's taken there in that tackle. Rushes into dummy half. Finds support. There's the halftime hooter. And some powerful defence coming in. 2nd of 6 tackles there. And that brings us to the end of the first half. Cameron, you're the expert. Talk us through what happened just then.
The Leopards head into the dressing rooms with the lead. It's been a very committed effort, but as we know, Vossi, rugby league is a game of two halves, so they can't afford to let the work they've done so far go to waste.
The home side go to half-time holding the advantage. We'll check the stats and come back for the second half. Hope you've had a good half time. I had a hot dog. Let's get this second half underway. Look to contain them with a deep kick-off. Bolton able to take that catch. He'll be black and blue after that tackle. Play the ball now. Good burst, this one. Held as the call from the referee.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
There's metres to be made from dummy half. That's a clever pass. They force him back. Two able to come in defence. Halfway through this set. Ipapi out of dummy half. Puts in the grubber. He puts on the bear hug in that tackle. There's tackle one. Moves it on. Galliano.
Well done.
He's shut down there by the defence. That's the second. Delivering the short ball. Just manages to keep it in touch. That's three. Has a look and flicks it inside. Vaughan. Off Hangawi. Puts him away.
Beautiful.
Tries a back pass inside. Lays it off. The Knights throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through. Just one to go in the set. Harris. Bunts. Armstrong. Catches it on the full. Keeps going. Explodes through the defence.
Either he's good or they've forgotten it's tackle football.
Running and running and running.
Take your time. Plenty of time.
It is a try.
The Leopards have gone the distance in scoring that try, Vossi. This team have the skill to attack from anywhere and are very dangerous when they're in this kind of mood. Absolutely stunning play.
Cook looks up at the posts.
Even money. I'm sure you'd find some takers in the crowd.
Lands the goal. That's 2 points.
The Leopards will take a lot of confidence from that, and I'd say we'll be looking to push on. Important set of 6 coming up for both sides.
The Leopards lead by 8. Goes long. Lamb marks the ball. Deary me. It's a knock on. Scrum packs down. Shovels it wide. One on defence. That's the first of 6. Passes inside. And down he goes. Finds support inside. The Knights not able to break through the strong defence. Quick with the pass. No way through. Tackle full made there. Lays it 15 metres out. Loops it over the top. Jones Bishop. He's tackled and into touch. They're forming up for the scrum. Works it on. Lamb. He goes straight through. He's in the clear.
Go, son.
4 points again. I reckon that's worth more than 4 points.
The fans rise and celebrate a beautifully orchestrated try. Their team's second try in very quick succession here. The away side will be a little shell-shocked and will want to tighten things up very quickly.
Now we focus on the conversion to come. Two more points.
It's funny what momentum can do in rugby league, especially when you've got a crowd like this urging you on.
The Leopards lead by 14. Drives this kickoff long. That's good positional play to take the kick. Battered by the defence. Ipapi senses a chance out of dummy half. Driven back in the tackle. Picked off by the defence.
The defence tonight has been first class from both sides. Not afraid to put their bodies on the line here.
Ipapi runs from acting half. Hingano under it. 40 away and he plays the ball. Fires out a pass. And he's stopped in that one. That's 2. Captured by the defence. Halfway through the count. Gives it on. That's a good ball and all tackle. On tackle 4. With a quick pass. Throws the dummy. And he's blocked by the defence. 5 tackles. That play the ball on the 20-metre line. He has just lost control of the ball. Mid front on. That's the set complete. It's a changeover. Pass is short. Driven back. Wonderful tackle. First tackle. Ipapi out of acting half. Snappy pass. Referee shouting hell. There's the second. Here's a run from dummy half. Passes. Gets the ball. They drive him back. Nice defence there. Ipapi scoops it up and off he goes. Manages to get through the tackle. Kicks low with a grubber. Dragged down with a ball but not really making any ground. Ipapi, a little dart out of dummy half. Threads the grubber kick through. That's good, getting to the loose ball. Halted by the defence. That's the first. Gathered in the tackle. Ref shouts, second tackle. With a little bullet pass. Crashes to the ground. 3 is the call. Plays it. Referee calls hell. Strong defence here. Flicks the ball inside. Grabbed by the defence. 5th tackle. Let's see what they come up with. Plays the ball. Has a look. And passes long. Launches a kick. Armstrong does well with a bounce. Forced backwards. Held call by the ref. That's 1. Gets to dummy half. Loops it long.
Held there. That's 2.
Loops a pass. Off Hangawi. They force him back. Ball and all tackle.
Bang! What a tackle.
At dummy half, shrugs off the defence.
He's proving elusive.
And almost beats the defence. 4 tackles up. From that play the ball, he dashes from dummy half. Armstrong breaks through the line. Pushed back in the tackle. Comes up with a play the ball. Liu.
Great pass.
The Leopards unable to break through. Well, the effort's there, but they're not making a great deal of ground. And he'll be forced to play it. That's tackle number 1. A snappy pass. Shovels it on. Jones Bishop. They're on the 30-metre line.
Definitely an opportunity there.
Harris. He throws the dummy. He was just about through. Rushes into dummy half. Finds support. Sends it back inside. 20 away and to play the ball. Flicks it a short pass. Feeds it on. Ref says play the ball. 15 metres out. That's the 5th tackle. Hingano. There's pressure on this kick. Hanley under the bomb and cool under pressure. And he gets out of the in-goal, but only just. Sends that pass out. The chip kick. Breaks through. Produces a grubber kick. Oh, dear me. A drop ball. He'll be absolutely furious with himself there, and rightly so. Looks and turns the ball inside. Held as the call from the referee. Play the ball now. Harris.
Nice pass.
He's taken there in that tackle. That's the 3rd tackle. Turns it inside. Vaughan. 40 out and called to play the ball.
5th tackle.
Passes long. Hingano.
Well done.
He's shut down there by the defence. Shut down. That's good defence there. The Knights will hand it over. Moves it on. Lamb. Driven back in the tackle.
First tackle.
Ipapi senses a chance out of acting half. Breaks through the line. Martin puts him away. And that's the 2nd. That is a pass, Cameron. Beats a tackle. Breaks the defence. Out in the open space.
He just keeps going and going and going.
Well, I don't think those were his tactics. It's gone dead. McShane will restart for us at the 20. He puts on the bear hug in that tackle.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Lays it off.
Held there. That's 1. Held. Tackle 2.
That's a clever pass. D.
Held there. 3rd tackle.
Delivering the short ball. Chasing well.
Held. That's 4.
Has a look and flicks it inside. Cut out ball. Martin.
Held there. Tackle 5.
Oh, good ball. Has the job of putting in the puck. That's the full-time hooter. They scramble to get possession. They're closing in. Trying a little kick in behind. Driven back.
Held. Tackle 1.
And that is it. Well, the tipsters, they were certainly right on the money with this one.
The bookies all had them as heavy favourites, and that's why. When this team stick to the plan and complete their sets, they are really hard to beat.
Well, it's been fun working with you again, Cameron. We'll be back and ready to rumble next time.